Hello everyone, welcome back to Collins Code. Today we are going to be talking about HaxCMS, doing a little bit of critique on it, and kind of just going over the site that I built and where I found some flaws in the user interface. So I first want to talk about open source projects and how I really appreciate developers that go out of their way to create these open source projects and work on them. They're not getting paid to do this, so I think it's great for the whole community when developers come together and start working on bugs and creating these projects for the benefit of everyone. So I do really think people that go out of their way and do this, it really is a great thing, and I really appreciate it because I use open source technologies all the time. Anyway, so let's talk about HaxCMS. I have a couple critiques and stuff that I want to go into. The first one being when I first started to work on this site, I wanted to deploy it on my Reclaim hosting, but Reclaim didn't have an updated, so I believe this version, so here we have version 1.1.1. And if I go to my Reclaim one, which is here, collincleese.com/HaxCMS, it is version 0.12.3. So I found that there were actually see, I can't even go to the site here. There's a lot of bugs in version 0.12.3. And the same thing went for Docker deployment. So the Docker Hub image here, which I have pulled and running here. I just started it, so Docker PSR. I have it running 16 minutes ago, and if I go to my local host here, it is that same version, 0.12.3. So it'd be great if this could be updated to the newest version because there is a lot of flaws and bugs with the older version of HaxCMS. Anyway, so let's talk about the version that I built my site on and some of the things that I think could be changed. And starting off, I think there should be a button to go straight back to the sites. I don't know why this doesn't redirect to all my sites. I feel like it should. I feel like I should be able to go back because if what I have to do is actually just go back to this URL and then I'm at my sites. So I think there should be a button maybe in the UI that just redirects you back to your sites. Maybe right here, you click on that and it brings you back to your sites. What else do we have for critiques? Okay, so the redirect button, I talked about the versions. Let's talk about the search tool real quick. I think the search tool can be improved significantly. When I click on it, sometimes it'll pop up in the bottom of the screen down here and not in the middle. That's a little flaw, but I think the search itself can be better. So if I just type in, I feel like it should be searching, for priority on the titles, obviously because there's going to be a lot of stuff on the sites. But if I just type in DOCKE, I feel like Docker should come out. If I type in Docker, now I get everything, and it's very fast. It's very fast. But I think if I just typed it, like if I do Docker with 2 R's, I think it still should be able to come up. It should find that, okay, we have Docker here. And like another example, like if I type in Raspberry Pi, okay, so that still runs, that still goes. But I just think it should come up for, so, some it does. But I just think overall it can be fixed. Like if I just type in crypto, I feel like the cryptocurrency page should come up. But it is what it is. But yeah, so I think the search feature can have some fixing. The iframe, so I was having some trouble. I'll show you on the drones one here. I created an iframe and I was not able to delete it. So let me show you here what I'm talking about. So I have the iframe and it's not letting me select it to delete it. Now I thought it was because I wasn't, okay, so there. So if I click all the way on the bottom here, then it allows me to, right? So let me
This episode of Real Engineering.
Oops. me deselect it. If I'm just clicking on the iframe itself, I'm not getting anything. But if I click all the way on the very bottom there, then it allows me to select and then delete it. Just a little minor bug there. Let's see. The navigation bar, I feel like this print button should have the same attributes as like the Atom feed and the RSS feed. So when I hover over the print button, I feel like it should come up with, or it should have the like background where it gets darker. And also the RSS feed and the Atom feed don't have like a little thing that pops up for it. So this, when I hover over print page, it says print page. I don't know, just a little thing that I think could maybe be improved. Yeah, I think the navigation bar is quite plain, and it could be improved, or allowed like different themes for the navigation bar. So I think that's one thing, because what's going to make different HaxCMS sites unique from each other. They're all going to look just exactly the same. So maybe a different theme for the navigation bar. And then moving items. Oh, I did want to talk about another thing about iframes. Where did I have? Okay, so here I have an iframe here. I think for a certain amount, not even just iframes, like pictures too, I think you should be able to adjust the height and the width by using like a drag tool. So like at the top here, I should be able to drag this and be able to change the height and the width instead of actually going into the styles and changing it myself. I think this could be an easy thing to implement. I mean, I could be totally wrong, because I've never done development like this, but I think that would be very useful to the end user. And once again, look, I can't select this iframe unless I click all the way on the bottom here. So now I click all the way on the bottom. Now I have the iframe selected. So I feel like you should be able to adjust the height and the width by just being able to drag. And then moving items. Yeah, so moving items can be difficult at times. I found a lot of trouble when I was trying to move an item over an image. And so like if I want to see it, I have to drag all the way to the top here, and I can't move. Why? Well, I feel like I should be able to move this under here. Well, let's see what happens. Now, see, yeah, it goes above it. Then I have to move this above there to get that to there. So I feel like this could be improved. And then, see, now I can't move this back to where it was. It won't let me move it between the iframe and the image. So moving things can be a little janky, a little buggy. So I think that definitely can be improved too. I think that's all I had. So yeah, I think this HaxCMS is great. What everyone's doing with this project is brilliant work, and I think it can definitely change the whole landscape of creating courses and or creating websites in general. But yeah, those are my little critiques on HaxCMS. I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, tune in next week for Docker.